there, Bulldog fans, and welcome into another action-packed episode of the Bulldog Blitz. I'm your host, Mark Minner. Coming up on today's show, David Lang was named the Pioneer Football League Special Teams Player of the Week after his big kick on Saturday afternoon. The men's soccer team will take on Big Ten opponent Indiana University down in Bloomington, and the volleyball team made a big statement at homecoming, sweeping Alabama A&M in Hinkle. But first, how about them Bulldogs? The Butler football team is 5-0 today after one of the best wins in Butler football history. The Bulldogs defeated San Diego 25-24 in front of packed stands in extraordinary fashion this past Saturday. After falling behind 17-9 in the first half, the Bulldogs countered with a 43-yard touchdown run from Ryan Hitchcock in the third quarter. San Diego fought back, starting the fourth quarter with an 11-yard rushing TD and bringing the score to 24-16. But the Dogs would not be denied. Zach Watkins hauled in a touchdown pass from Andrew Huck, capping off a 10-play, 72-yard drive. The Bulldogs then entrusted the game to their defense and were rewarded with the ball and time on the clock. After a big drive by the offense, a sophomore kicker was given the chance to be a hero. David Lang, who had already missed 2 of the extra points in the game, was now called on for the 37-yard try to win the whole thing. Lang sent the ball sailing through the uprights with 0 showing on the clock, and Butler fans charged the field to punctuate the incredible victory. David Lang was also named the Special Teams Player of the Week by the Pioneer League in honor of his game-winning field goal, which gave Butler its first win over San Diego since 2001. The men's soccer team is gearing up for a big match against Indiana University this Wednesday after returning unsatisfied from a homecoming weekend in Chicago. The Bulldogs took on the defending league champion Loyola Ramblers on Friday and finished in a 0-0 tie after 90 minutes of regulation and 20 minutes of overtime. Butler had 2 shots on goal from senior Boris Gatsky, but both were turned away. The Dogs remain undefeated in Horizon League play and now stand with a 6-1-1 overall record this season. The next league match will be up at Valparaiso on Sunday. The women's volleyball team is looking forward to some rest after they finish a stretch of 4 games in 6 days that ends on Wednesday against Green Bay. This past Saturday, the team took care of business against Alabama A&M in a big way for their homecoming match. For more on the Bulldogs' big victory over A&M, here's Blitz's Ryan Anderson.
The Bulldogs of the North looked dominant over the 5-10 Bulldogs of the South, winning the sets 25-11, 25-20, and 25-20 respectively. Senior Portia Allen and junior Jessica Wolf led the team in kills with 12 each, while junior Katie DePrilly led the field in digs with 16. This dominating win gives the Lady Dogs a 13-8 record. For the Bulldog Blitz, this is Ryan Anderson.
The Butler Athletic Department is a very tight-knit community, and on Friday that was on display. The women's soccer team hosted Milwaukee, who is the best team in the Horizon League. It was Butler's Breast Cancer Awareness Night, and the women's soccer program recognized women's basketball head coach Beth Kuchar and former women's soccer Hall of Famer Joy Aschenbrenner Sweeney. Coach Kuchar was diagnosed with breast cancer earlier this year and is doing much better. She got the opportunity to flip the coin during the pregame festivities. The team ultimately fell to Milwaukee by a score of 1-0. The Bulldogs' home finale for the season is this Friday. Coming up next, we'll be joined by Eric Brown to discuss this week's Butler sports topics. Stay with us on the Bulldog Blitz.